EVA Air is taking in-flight service to new poetic heights. Starting this month, business class passengers have been welcomed with verses on a card signed by their flight attendant. The gesture is intended as a heartwarming greeting.
But it also caused misunderstandings, with some passengers believing that crew members are romantically interested. A flight attendants union is protesting the new policy, urging crews to fight for their dignity and refuse to sign the inappropriate cards.
A flight attendant rushes along the aisle. Besides their usual duties on long-haul flights, there's now an extra task, presenting business class passengers with poetry. There are 3 different poems printed on cards. In particular, the blue card has stirred up controversy. The poem starts off with an invitation. Let's meet on a day when there are no clouds in the sky. It then goes, the mental file where I keep my impressions of you is out of date. It needs updating. What I must get is your most recent picture. Flight attendants are required to sign the card at the bottom before handing it to a passenger. But the seemingly suggestive message, accompanied by the required signature, has caused discomfort for some flight attendants.
Most times passengers use the cards to hold toothpicks, or the cards are just left on the floor after landing. They don't really care for the gesture. Forcing us to sign the cards makes us uncomfortable, as it can give rise to awkward situations. Already, we've heard that a passenger wrote their own Instagram account on the back of the card and then went up to a crew member to ask if they'd want to hang out together after work. I think the flirty tone is not really appropriate on things like this. I think something that would be more appropriate is something like, I hope you've had a pleasant journey. I don't think it's misleading. After all, it's a printed card. It's not handwritten. It's just a way to welcome the passenger. I wouldn't think it'd mean anything more than that.
Opinion on the cards is divided. The poet that EVA Air commissioned, Lin Wanyu, took to social media to explain her poem, saying it was about anticipating a reunion. She said that she wouldn't comment on every question surrounding the work, and expressed hope that her collaboration with the airline would bring positive energy.
It's not just this poem that people think is flirty. I think that none of the other poems are appropriate to give out, whether the recipient is male or female. I hope the company ends this policy.
EVA Air said flight attendants can pick whichever card they choose to give to passengers, adding that the gesture was well received. But the Flight Attendants Union has launched a protest, urging members to refuse to sign the cards and demand the dignity they deserve.